Welcome back to the show. Okay, now we got the food prep. We talked about the sweet peppers, and the zucchini and squash. We got that oiled up. We got the seasoning. We got a little bit of this Cavender's. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but yeah, we sprinkled some of this. This is some good stuff. You know, we used this when Jake was on a few episodes ago. Yeah, I mean, it was crazy. I've never heard of that, but it's really good.
Yes, so, good stuff.
So Dawn, why don't we put this on the grill, because this is gonna take a little bit longer to cook than the pineapple and the tuna, right?
Right, we're just gonna put this on the grill. We're gonna put it on the foil.
So we got the grill set at a low temperature.
Yes.
We're at about what, 300?
About 300 or 350, and it's just like you're gonna use it in your oven.
Okay.
Except it's a grill, so it's so much better.
Yeah, and all the heat and all that nasty stuff is outside.
It's outside,
and actually,
right.
you're gonna probably upset your neighbors, because they'll be smelling all this while they're sitting on their patio, and they'll be jealous. So you can invite them over if you like your neighbors. You like your neighbors?
My mom's my neighbor, so I guess I can invite her over
you gotta love Mama.
Yeah, we live in the country, you know.
Okay, so now we're gonna put these on, and we're just gonna lay them across the grill, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We're just gonna lay them right here.
And again, that's kind of like on a
It's gonna be real pretty. Keep
low
it on
to
a low
medium
heat.
fire. Okay.
And I'm not very good with these tongs.
You know what?
I use my hands.
Yeah, we're Cajun.
Yeah,
you know,
I can't do
we're
that.
on TV, but it don't matter.
Yeah, okay.
We washed our hands.
If you're at your house, you know, it's your own germs. You just use that. Okay.
So
we're gonna turn those the peppers about every 5 minutes or so, and then the zucchini the same way. We're just gonna flip it every so often.
Okay, so total cook time on the peppers was what, 20 minutes?
About 15 to 20 minutes.
15 to 20 minutes. About the same maybe here on that
a little bit less
temperature?
maybe, but we'll play with them.
Okay.
Yeah, it takes about 15 minutes or so.
Okay, look at that pretty smoke. Okay, that's gonna make some nice lines. So we're gonna close this, we're gonna let that go. Now let's go back to the table and talk about the other two remaining things that we're gonna be grilling. One is the tuna.
Yeah, your tuna. Well, you have the grapeseed
oil
that
I found this really cool thing. It's like in an aerosol can. You know, I normally buy it in a bottle, like olive oil, and you just kind of drizzle it on your finger. So what I do, because it's aerosol and it comes out kind of foamy, you'll see it when I spray here. It has foamy, but when you put it on the meat, it's nice and shiny. So I spray it on my finger first. Again, I wash my fingers.
Yeah, the cool thing is, too, whenever you're going to spray it as opposed to pouring it, you're going to use a whole lot less of it. So that's nice, too.
Yeah, and see, I do a lot of remote cooking demos for customers and stuff, and it's just nice to have convenience, you know, and this it's real clean. You don't have to worry about it spilling. So we're going to put this, and then we're going to take the seasoning, which we talked about. My special rub, a little bit of butt rub, some dill weed, some fresh sea salt crushed, and cracked black pepper, and Hungarian hot paprika, which I didn't know about this until a friend of mine, Kurt Guillory, we follow each other on Facebook. He's like he's an editor, or he writes a column. I think he's a chef. He knows his stuff. He turned me on to this stuff, and I am like so in love with this stuff, because it does give it an herby flavor, but it does have a little heat. So I'm gonna do both sides, and while I'm doing that, you're gonna be doing some pineapple, but this is what's in the dish here?
Yeah, this is just about a tablespoon of butter with about a tablespoon of honey. And we just melted it. What we're gonna do is take it, once we put the pineapple on the pit, then we're gonna just use a little basting brush and just baste it just a little bit. So for this whole meal, you're gonna have just that tablespoon of butter that's added. So it's really not a whole lot of calories or fat that you're adding to it, but a whole lot of flavor.
And the only thing that we could probably grill that would be even healthier than what is like what, cordboard? I mean, you gotta have some flavor.
This is good stuff.
Yeah, and I mean, we talked about the butter, but okay, come on, it's just a little bit of butter. We talked about the olive oil, which is healthy, the peppers, everything. This is healthy.
That is very healthy.
The cheese is a little bit shady, but it's not. We didn't use a lot.
No. The key is that you want to maximize the flavor while you maximize the amount of nutrients that you get. And with the tuna, I mean, you're getting about 1.3 grams of essential fatty acids and omega-3s. So that's all good stuff. Yeah,
I mean, people take like fish oil peels. We don't have to do that because
you don't need to do that. I know you're going to just put that on a grill.
Fish oil peels, really?
No, if the goal is to eat real food.
Okay.
You know, and all of this is like real food.
All right.
So that's good. Whenever you're talking about trying to eat healthy and everything, the key is just to stay away from the boxes, the bags, anything you get from a window. You want to make sure that you just eat real food that you're going to get at your grocery store.
And, and when I'm talking about, I'm talking to customers on the floor, grilling, I promote that it is a healthier way of cooking food.
Much better.
It's not like you're cooking something that's just sitting in a pan on your stove that's, basically marinating in fat. All the fat, whether it's a steak or a tuna, because there's a little bit of fat, it renders down and drips off of it. Mm-hmm. So you're actually reducing the amount of fat intake, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm not lying to my customer.
No,
it is good.
You're telling them the truth.
God,
let it be known that Keith Gidger tells the truth.
Yay! All right, so let's go check on the veggies so that
we can have to move them around.
Yeah,
we're
gonna look and see how much they seared and the lines on them and everything. Oh, look at that!
Look how pretty!
Look at that, like we planned it.
I know.
Something was telling me to just you'll be able to go check it.
You could smell it. Yeah, I'm not going to use my hands this time.
Right. No, that's good. So it's a little tedious to flip everyone, but it's worth the effort.
Oh, yes.
It's one of those things that, even if, have you ever met somebody whose kids just really didn't like vegetables? I know a few people.
Yeah.
I think once it's prepared in a certain way, and include the kids maybe helping you with the grill, helping them prepare the food and get them excited about grilling, I think it might help them maybe be more prone to, eating the food.
Right. I'm all about helping kids to really like veggies and stuff. And zucchini and squash are two of the veggies that are very easily liked because they don't have a very strong flavor and they're fun to play with. Like they can grab the little spears and run around with them or whatever and use them as finger food, which kids, of course, like to play with their food. Yeah. Another thing that's really cool with the with zucchini and squash is you can just throw anything, just throw a little low-fat cheese on it or what have you, just to add a little flavor if you're really struggling with your kids to eat it.
Yeah, it's kind of like macaroni and cheese, everybody likes the macaroni, but I think it's the cheese.
It's the cheese that they like, right?
Yeah.
And you don't want to put a lot, but the bottom line is that you want to make sure that your kids enjoy veggies as they get older.
Yeah.
So you want to try to prepare them any way possible where they're going to enjoy them and they're going to eat them readily.
I think if you include them in the dynamics of the prep and the actual...
Definitely.
we got to teach our kids what we do. That's how I learned how to grill. How did you learn how to grill?
I know, you have to be active.
Yeah.
One of the things that I teach my ladies to do, because I'm a real big proponent of planning your meals ahead of time and such, is get your kids to plan your meals with you and let them each have a night. And even though they may not choose the most healthiest items, every week you just kind of tweak it. Like I always tell the story that one of my kids always wanted tacos. So we did tacos regular, and then next week, we're going to do soft tacos. Before you know it, we're just doing taco salads.
Right.
And so you just kind of change things up a little bit with them, and you teach them how to make good choices.
We got taco night at our house.
Yeah.
Once a week we do taco night, and I started doing it without the bread because I'm on one of those sugar-free type diets, and so I'm trying to eat a little bit more protein, less sugar. And I love it.
You're just eating the real food. You get rid of all
I
that
got
stuff
steak and cheese and stuff like that. But look how pretty. You see how they got the little sear marks? That's flavor, okay? When you put this in your mouth, those little sear marks, don't freak out, oh, I burned it or it burned. No, that's the flavor. You really want to even blister it even a little bit more. So we're going to close this up. We're going to keep cooking. And tell me a little bit more about, Personally Fit. How long you been in business? Who do you cater to?
Yeah. Well, we just celebrated our 14th year in business.
You're kidding.
No.
I'm so proud of you.
I know, and only 25. I started young. But we cater towards women, and we're a women's only fitness and weight loss center. And I'm a dietitian by trade, so that's one of the things.
graduate?
USL.
USL.
Yeah, USL. So, but it is, we focus on really teaching women how to eat healthy in a no-nonsense approach, though.
Right.
There's always this new gimmick that comes out and everything, and we tend to chase those shiny objects. Bottom line is that you just stick to the basics. It's just like we were talking about margarine versus butter.
Right.
It all comes around. You want to eat real food.
Right.
You don't want to eat processed food or something that is really synthetic. So just get it from real food.
Well, and grilling, like I said, it's been in my family's history, like blacksmithing. And I know, like I said, you fuss at me sometimes for some of the things I put on Facebook, but I do like to eat healthy, and having you here, I think is going to actually help other people as well as me you know, think more about high, you know, top of mind consciousness of instead of doing the typical grilling, mom, dad, whatever. Let's do something a little bit off the beaten path. And this stuff is really good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not just healthy; it tastes good.
Right.
Right.
It's got to taste good.
Right. So. I hope y'all enjoying all this conversation because I sure am. I love Dawn and I can't wait to try this tuna, and we're going to be putting the pineapple on, so don't go anywhere. Stay tuned.